I want to point out that she talked about having $150 million of team sales. In the middle, she talked about the grifters that she associates with and the publications she's been in. And then at the end, she talks about 95,000 people on the team. There's a reason she separated those numbers. It's because when you divide them up by fifth grade math or any kind of standards, they don't look very impressive. $1,200 the average team member is earning. Even if this was an annual number and not a lifetime number, it would still be pretty unimpressive. Hey everyone, and welcome to Nicole Reacts, a show in which I, Nicole, react to online marketing gurus that I find on the internet. My qualifications for snark and commentary that I've owned a marketing company for 15 years, in that time having worked with hundreds of clients on marketing strategy and implementation. So if you like this video, I hope you consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. If you need to further evaluate after watching this video, there is a playlist on the Breaking Even Communications YouTube channel called Nicole Reacts. There is also a Nicole Reacts category if you go to the blog on our website, and you can see all the past episodes there. Today's person was a YouTube ad, and I can't remember what channel it was on, but it was an anti-MLM channel. That's all I remember, because this person appears to coach network marketers, which is why I thought it was weird. So it sent me to this link, which is a webinar. So I'm going to show you the website, and then I'm going to sign up for the webinar under my throwaway email, and I'm going to just use highlights of it to react to so that this creator can't accuse me of plagiarizing her content that is behind a paywall. So let's get started. All right, so here is the branding. How I use the simple 3-step social media system to explode my business and scale my team to 3,214 new team members in the first 88 days. I wonder what happened after the first 88 days. So as you see here, the countdown is 0, but wait for it. I'm going to refresh. Oh, look, magically, it's 13 minutes and 36 seconds before the next one. It appears to just go every 15 minutes, no matter when I click on it. But before we do it, let's take a look. Yep, there it is, lobster font. It's so funny because lobster font, it was a very cool font a few years ago, but it makes the site look dated because it was a very trendy font a few years ago. So part 1, the 7 biggest mistakes that separate struggling networkers from those making 6 and 7 figures. So she's a network marketing trainer. The simple 3-step social media system I use to scale my team to 3,214 new team members in the first 88 days. How to leverage technology to have more duplication, save time, and attract leaders to your team. So this is called the Victorious Networker. So the original thing with this video I saw on YouTube was this person was dressed like 1990s-ish, and she was screaming into the camera. So I'm going to sign up for this thing under my fake email. So we'll see. I'm going to blur my email, but I'm using a fake name from Fried Green Tomatoes to see how far my email address gets passed around. So I will just click submit. I do not want to receive an SMS text message. Check my email for more info. Oh, all right, there she is. See, this is what I was expecting, because this is what she looks like in the YouTube ads, and she's yelling a lot. Now, as a complete aside, this hairstyle was very popular when I was in high school, and I don't know if you can tell, but my hair has not been able to curl a day in its life. Yeah, I'm having some flashbacks to my high school days here. And while we're waiting, I guess I'll look further down on the page. This page is going to redirect to the webinar once it starts, but oh, okay, all 3 parts are in the same video. Great. I wonder how long this video is going to be. I wonder if also she's going to pretend that it's live. She's going to be like, oh, hey, oh, I see a lot of people coming in. Because there's no way she's sitting at her computer doing this every 15 minutes. Obviously not. So I'll be curious how far she takes this. I'm going to check my email in my other tab while I'm waiting. Oh, connecting to webinar. Okay. Gotta find my tab. Where's my tab? All right, let me join.
Hello and welcome. I am super pumped that you're here with us today, and we are just going to jump right in. Today, we're talking about how I use this simple 3-step social media system to explode my business and scale my team to 3,214 new team members in the first 88 days.
Yeah, pause
I'd rather show you the deal. Here you can see my left side, 1803, right side, 1411. Count those in two. We've got 3,214 new promoters.
Okay.
And what's crazy is that,
oh my God, this is so funny. So I can't pause it or change it. And then there's some chat in the bottom. I want to say something really random and see if anybody responds.
and today we're going to break it down. We're going to actually dive into how to simplify your life and get greater results, a systematic way to build on social media, a method that works for you and your entire organization so that you can enjoy the freedom and the lifestyle that you desire.
Oh my God, she's really loud. I just typed the word margarita in the chat. I'm going to see if anyone says anything.
All right, cool. I see yeses coming in. Awesome. So quick disclaimer for you all. I am super excited, passionate about this. And so I'm warning you up front. I talk very fast and we have a lot to cover. So grab your pen and let's get ready to take some fast and furious notes. And
everyone is just typing yes in the chat. I think these are pre-programmed. I'll be honest with you.
Build, grow, and scale your business online. And you can do this without being a millennial or super tech savvy. You can do this without a ton of followers, without spending hours online every day, without any previous results, whether you have a large organization or you're still building from 5 to 6 figures. And this is me. I just wanted to pop in and say hi. My name's Summer Jeronimo. And
Summer Jeronimo. Okay. And everyone's just typing in yes. Okay. I don't think anybody here is real except for me. I'll be honest.
Yes. And it's a simple 3-step process that works for everyone in the team. And in our business, we've been able to generate $115 million in team volume. Through that, I've been featured in events like the Mastermind, Priority Networker, Ambitious Women, Success from Home, MLM Nation. We built teams.
Hey guys, editing Nicole. I just gave a presentation a couple of hours ago, which is why I'm dressed fancy. But I want to point out that she talked about having $150 million of team sales. In the middle, she talked about the grifters that she associates with and the publications she's been in. And then at the end, she talks about 95,000 people on the team. There's a reason she separated those numbers. It's because when you divide them up by 5th grade math or any kind of standards, they don't look very impressive. $1,200 the average team member is earning. Even if this was an annual number and not a lifetime number, it would still be pretty unimpressive. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Of over 95,000 stage with incredible rock stars like social media guru Chalene Johnson or leadership authority John Maxwell. Been able to hang out with influencers like Brendon Burchard, Gary Vee, and it's all through using a simple system like the one I'm about to share with you.
Hanging out with Gary Vee, yeah. So she mentioned all the grifters, John Maxwell, Chalene Johnson.
Doubled her commission and went from $4,000 a month in income to over $8,000 a month in the first 30 days. So she hit the 6-figure mark right off the bat.
They're going to mention 2 or 3 people who did this, but there's not any more people who have done this, right? That's the whole idea.
Rachel had just incredible growth, 250% in the first 6 weeks. This here is Marie. She says, this will finish up my personal qualifications to earn my first car and step into the top 2% of company leadership. This is Belinda. She took her business from $35,000 a month in volume to $75,000 a month in the first 60 days.
These are all pre-programmed. I just wrote, is anyone real in the chat? It's just the amount of exclamation marks and 10x and insane growth and whatever. It just doesn't make sense that the real people are typing this right now.
More people. And if that sounds good to you, drop a yes down in the comments below. Now, during our time together,
there's going to be a bunch of yeses, right? Because it's pre-programmed, the chat.
Create an incredible environment, see your team winning, and the best part, have consistent and predictable income. So what we're about to dive into works for any network marketing or direct sales company. If you've got physical products, you're in health, beauty, jewelry, home and technology, Maybe you've got digital products.
Home and technology is like a weird category, but I love that nobody is responding to my message at all.
Brand new and ready to crush it, or you have a team and you've got experience. Now, maybe you're here because you feel overworked. You are overwhelmed and you've got so many different things pulling you in different directions.
Oh my God, that stock photo is amazing. It's a woman with a vest on and she's got a bunch of post-it notes on her body. In case you're
Time
wondering.
today, here's my personal goal, my commitment for you, okay? I want to take you from where you've been, from feeling like this to feeling like this, okay? Like you can overcome anything.
She's using a Wonder Woman picture. I wonder how mad the Marvel series will be to know that this is being
in the comments below. All right, so let's dive into things. So we're going to talk about the 3 things that you need to know. The landmines, what to avoid, the system to maximize duplication, and the leaders, how to attract heavy hitters to your team. So the first thing we're going to dive into is landmines. So landmines are so important because this is where dreams go to die. If you've had a dream in your heart for a long time, these are some of the most common hurdles and pitfalls. We're going to talk through the 7 biggest mistakes that separates struggling networkers from those making sales.
I love how she doesn't say network marketers, she says networkers. Yeah, I love how I can also silence this and absolutely miss nothing.
Utilizing technology. This is huge because I don't know about you, but the whole reason I got into this business was to position myself so I had more time freedom, more money freedom, and just the ability to do what I want. And technology.
Yes, those of us who are actually self-employed know that being self-employed is all about doing what you want all day. You're not accountable to anyone else when you're self-employed. That is said in sarcasm font.
I want a business that I don't have to. So that is the first big mistake, is not utilizing technology. If you want to grow today, it is the thing to do.
Yeah, you have these fake webinars that run every 15 minutes in program chats, for example.
This look like? We're talking about randomly sharing at parties, pop-up groups, or Facebook Lives, using infographics to explain the compensation plan, posting and praying. Maybe you've done that before, or you've seen people doing that. You spend so much time putting out content on social media and just hoping that somebody's going to reach out to you. And a lot of times that's not the case. So we need a better strategy than that. And
this chat is unhinged. People are like typing in numbers. You're speaking to my soul, all caps. It's the word soul. Who talks this way? Yeah, I've given good presentations, I think, and I've never had the comments section be like this. These aren't
really having a scattered onboarding process. What makes network marketing, the magic of network marketing and direct sales, is being able to have a lot of people doing a little something.
I also love how, like, in all of these webinars that I've seen, these sales webinars, they all use like the same fonts and stuff. Like, I can't pinpoint it exactly, but a lot of these sales presentations look the same.
People are actually willing to do. Okay, what do I mean by this? If we're wanting them to make a list of everybody that they know, go through.
Oh my God, yeah, okay. So these stock graphics also are pretty amazingly bad. I don't know when this slide presentation was made, but I don't think it was made recently because it would be really easy to actually make this look a lot better.
That's going to get stopped before it ever gets going. So this is a huge thing, is in today's day and age, in this time in society, we need something that's going to work, that's going to fit into people's lives, and that doesn't intimidate the snot out of people. Like Jacqueline here, okay? This girl jumped on this and she was like, all right, let's do this. She actually grew her team volume to over 50,000 and doubled her commission. So getting this dialed in is really the key to growth. Now, the next one, big mistake number 5, no leadership development. Now, maybe you have seen this, you've been a part of this, or you felt this in your business, okay? What does this look like exactly? This is doing everything for other people rather than empowering them to do it on their own. This is always needing to be there for the business to run and having something that only works when you do.
I was seeing if I could figure out how I could fast forward this. I love how there are 200 people attendees online. I would love to see how many people, if I would sign up again, how many people would be in the webinar if it would start at 190 something and have people slowly trickle in. I'm guessing that's what would happen.
And so a lot of people throw in the towel right here. And so what do? We have to have other lead generation strategies besides just the friends and family, besides the F&F, okay? That is huge because that opens up a whole new world of people to talk to, people to get in front of, ways to expose your business. Like Liz here, who she jumped in.
Oh my God, more income claims. I love, by the way, how all of these things are like behind a paywall. So this isn't on her social media. This is in her webinar. And it's so that she can't get, I guess, called out maybe by a specific company for making income claims, which is against the rules. I'm guessing that's why she's doing it this way. She rank advanced 4 times. Oh my God. But did she advance after that?
She became the poster child.
Oh my God. I'll take growth any day. Who says boom? Neighbors running. Oh my God. Who? The chat sounds like if aliens were trying to talk like people or something, or like a chat bot. They don't sound like real people at all.
We had built a massive team, thousands of people in our organization, but we did it all traditional style, which means we had to divide and conquer in our house. My husband went one way, I went the other. We had Super Saturdays, regional events, weekly meet. We were all over the place. And
I heard of the term Super Sunday earlier today, but I guess there's something called Super Saturday. Who knew? I guess it gets the same thing. It sounds like Super Sunday is when people get together locally for a small meeting. Oh my God, I desperately needed mentorship. Oh, she's a Ray Higdon person.
Network marketing company. And so one thing happened. We stayed building traditional. He went online. And so I knew he knew some things that I didn't know. I desperately needed some mentorship. And so
he doesn't have anything to teach you. Also, I love his little tie-dye suit
his
there.
Coaching program, which was $60,000. And let me tell you, this is how I felt when I saw that price tag. I was a little bit sweating, but here's what I also knew, that the pain of staying the same.
Can you imagine giving Ray Higdon $60,000, like knowing what we know now about him? Also, I mean, he's always been sketchy, but like in particular lately, I'm not disparaging any former rank makers or anything when I say this, but like knowing what we know now, can you imagine?
And check this out. We went on to building 100% online, hit that top level in this new company, and then had several other leaders follow behind us in our.
Okay, so several, the term several is between 4 and 7 in the English language. This isn't like thousands of people or even hundreds of people. This is several that she's helped build to her same level or to a similar level. So there she is. Your biggest mistakes are like not using technology and all of that, right? God, I wonder how long this is going to be. I'm going to give it like an hour, guys, but after that, I'm going to have to stop because this is driving me crazy. I know Ray. I love him. They even programmed some typos in here to make it maybe seem real. So what to avoid? Okay, this is the system that we can duplicate.
Review the simple 3-step social media system that.
Oh my God, if she mentions that she has 3,214 team members that grew in the first 88 days, if she mentions that one more time, I'm gonna die. But yeah, her social funnel system. People act like funnels.
Funnel is something that works for you 24/7.
Yeah, it's this idea that you're putting stuff out on social media and you're sending people onto a website or something to put in their information so you can follow up with them. People act like these funnels are like these really crazy things that they've built, but like most of them are pretty basic. And honestly, it's just a matter of figuring out what people, oh, you make a private group. That's how you funnel. Okay.
We add to our social funnel group, we tag in something we call the marquee video, and then we message and follow up. And it's through that, the more people that you add, the more customers or new team members that will come in and join you. And so
I wonder how often she updates her group.
Of all the results, success stories, and testimonies front and center, right in front of your prospects. Have you heard the phrase facts tell and story sell? When you have story.
Okay, so her group is called 100% Epic. I'm going to see if I can open it up in another tab while she's talking to see how many people are in the group and how often people post in the group. Oh my God, one of those pictures looked a bit phallic there. Whew.
And they will be ready to go with their card in hand to come in and join your team. And you know what? This system is not.
So basically you invite people to a group and then you tag them and then you follow up with them. That's $1 million funnel, a billion.
Well over $1 billion in online sales. And it positions you, giving your prospects undeniable proof that what you have works.
But like, where's she getting these numbers?
They get started. And so here's an example of a social funnel that kicked off. They started day one, 21 people. Okay. Day two, we had 512 people. Day three, 856. And within 10 days, there was 1,511 members. This here is Mayella, who she grew her team volume from 100.
Okay, more income claims. It's one of those things where it's like, how can we tell? So the group is called 100% Epic, and it looks like it has 2 posts per day, and it has 20,000 members. So if out of 20,000 members, she grew to, I said I would get annoyed if she said the number again, but what was it, like 1,300 people or something? That's what, less than a 10% conversion? Just saying.
Removes the anxiety, and it allows the success stories of one to be shared by the entire team and the efforts of one to impact the entire team. Like Heather here, okay? Heather's social funnel hit over 1,000 people.
Okay, a social funnel is just a social media group that you're funneling people into. And it's saying that it hit 1,000 people means it got viewed by 1,000 people. So yeah, how is it different?
Here's the big thing. It allows prospects to see the bigger picture. Say, for example, you may be using an app that your company has and you're sending them a video and you can see when they see it and it's got all these great features. But at the end of the day, it's just kind of you and them. Same goes for a one-on-one. You know, you might be there and sharing everything that's happening, but it's you and your prospect. Maybe you got a home party and it's you and maybe your upline or the host and the person that's there and everybody else is okay. Maybe it's a Zoom. How big was it? Was it 3 people? Was it 30 people? Was it 300 people? The bigger that the prospect can see this, the better. And so what's beautiful is this can leverage hundreds or even thousands of stories of people that just make it overwhelmingly compelling that this is working for other people. It will work for them too. They just need to get in and get going. And another reason is that a lot of people, they just rely on the F&F, right? They rely on the friends and family, and then they get stumped. And you know what? We don't do that. We actually have 5.
How do you get people into the group, though, that you don't know?
A member of the NFL, the No Friends Left Club, and you've already burnt your warm market, or maybe you are what we like to call a rock star rookie. Like you are ready to come in, you are ready to blow it up. You've got some people, but you want an efficient, structured, leveraged way to build this business. Either way, it works good for you both. So how many of you are liking the sound of this?
But like, where are these people coming from? How are you finding the 1,000 people?
Is that a lot of times people feel overwhelmed because there's so many different platforms that are out there, right? We've got Pinterest and LinkedIn and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and Snapchat. There's so much. But what's beautiful is focus is king. And with this, you're able to focus on one core platform, one core methodology, and that allows you to simplify
AKA Facebook groups.
And you know what's so interesting is Gary Vee just released a recent podcast where he talks about why Facebook is back on top. And if you're not sure who Gary Vee is,
I'm going to go look up this podcast to see when it came out. Okay, so this podcast episode came out in August of 2022, so almost a year ago.
So you have more duplication, save time, and attract leaders to join your team. So let's talk about the challenge with traditional methods.
So she's saying this podcast was recent, but the thing is, this podcast came out almost a year ago. So this webinar was recorded, I'm guessing, almost a year ago. And so traditional methods, one-to-one, you got to get people to show up, right? So that's a challenge. I get that. In Zoom calls, it's easier, or online, it's easier to get people to show up, but it's harder to get people engaged, right? So all of these, I guess all these things require people to show up, whereas a Facebook group, they can join when they want to, or they can look at posts when they want to.
Handle that for us instead. This is the missing piece that opens up the way for faster duplication. So things still get done. You just don't have to be there for it to happen. And I don't know about you.
You still have to schedule stuff in the group, though.
I want to run. If that's what you're looking for, drop a yes in the comments below.
Yeah, you can't run community groups without any input. Like, you need to contribute to the community group. You need to answer people's questions and all of that. So it is not effortless to have a Facebook group.
I'm going to meet with them and help them set up a game plan so that they can get launched. So we get together. They got their phone out and we start getting the list, right? And I go for as long as I possibly can, getting as many names as I possibly can until we've exhausted things. And this could be 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, just depends, right? Then from there,
Like, how long is this podcast going to be? I have no idea.
we talk about the things you should do. And if they're really feeling good, they might even make a few calls. And that's pretty much how it would go. I might spend an hour, maybe two with this new person. And then at the end of the day, they may or may not do something.
It's not that they don't do anything. I'm sure that they try to do the things that you suggest. It just doesn't work.
That gets them up and rolling in under 30 minutes. So that new person can come in and have success right off the bat. And the best thing is, it didn't take a bunch of my time. Speaking of which, this is a group that...
So she pre-records a video that like onboards them. Okay, that's not a terrible idea.
We started out, we did have a group that was on Facebook. It was dormant, but there was about 1,689 people. And so even though there was people there, it was like we were starting from scratch because there was nothing really happening. And so we kicked it off. Within the first 8 days, we grew that up to 2,479. Then 33 days in, we're at 3,709. And within 45 days, we hit the 5K mark. We had 5,042 members in the social funnel. In fact, this is a screenshot of...
But like, how did you get them in the group? It looks like you did live videos. Okay. And I can't read the chat, so I don't know what's going on, but...
And these were just a few people in the team that benefited from that growth, that momentum, and utilizing the social funnel. And some of them made...
But how did they make money?
$2,000, some of them more than that.
How?
You know what? A lot of these people had never done any...
How did they make money? Did you give them money? Did they sell products? How do we know?
More of the people that you actually bring into your team have a higher retention rate, do it in a fraction of the time, and with less effort. And so now let's answer this question. What's the number one way to attract new leaders? Are
Money?
You curious?
Yeah.
Drop a C in the comments below. I want to know who my curious...
Oh my God, no one cares.
So here's the deal, okay? Every company, they already have these things, okay? They've got a great product or service. They've got an awesome company.
Every company has a great product or service, an awesome compensation plan, a charismatic CEO, and a mission. I don't know. I think that's some big assumptions here.
Core essentials for any company that's in network marketing or direct sales. So what is going to set you apart?
Network marketing and direct sales are the same thing.
It's the crowd. For you to be a cut above and have something that is different and unique, something that is designed to attract leaders. Let me tell you what leaders are looking for. Okay.
Money.
Number one, they're looking for leverage. Okay. They want something that will work for them so that they obviously are successful and make great money. But bigger than that, if they're a good leader, they're looking for something that will help the people that they know, that will help the team that they create, the people that they bring in. So what's the hot button for these people? The number one way to attract leaders is having an effective system. That is the main thing that we've used to recruit monster leaders into our team over and over.
So your system, though, is a Facebook group, and I don't know how you're getting people into it. I don't know if you're like running ads to get people to join the Facebook group. You could probably get people to convert pretty cheap if you did it that way. I think one of my clients was trying to get him to a certain amount of Facebook likes, and it ended up costing between 10 and 12 cents per Facebook. So I'm guessing depending on the audience, the customer acquisition costs would be about the same to get people into a group. So if you have enough money, I guess you can do it. But I'm just wondering, how do random people see it if they're not connected to you? That's what I don't understand about this whole thing. And we're making some more income claims.
Imagine having more duplication. Imagine seeing your team win. You've got people coming in.
They're doing this whole like imagine if thing, which is what they do in trainings to get you excited about it. But I'm just wondering, how does this work though?
Time with a more leveraged way of building.
I'm sure she has a program she can sell me though.
And having something that sets you apart, that gives you that
So what sets me apart is giving leverage, because I'm showing the leader a proven system.
Answer. The social funnel system is the number one thing that has given us this freedom, this...
I bet she's going to try to sell it to us right now.
...application in our organization. And through that, we've been able to take just amazing...
Yeah, you go on trips. Good for you.
I want you to enjoy the same freedom that myself and my clients have.
You're not gonna have the same freedom she's gonna have, obviously.
$1,000 a month with your company.
How do I know it's possible? The compensation plan shows me that it's very unlikely that I'll even turn a profit, let alone make $10,000 a month.
Like a little in.
Oh my God. I just want to get to the part where she tries to sell us the funnel. And I don't know if it's a sort of done for you service or if it's some program that I have to take. I'm guessing it's some kind of paid program, like some kind of class. And I'm guessing it has as much fluff as this does. And you know what? I get it. When people give a free presentation, they feel like they can just spend a lot of time trying to sell you something. But in my mind, if I'm giving a free presentation, I want to show you what I know. And I want to show you that you can trust me if you give me 2 hours of your time, that you can trust me that if you give me more of your time, that you're going to get even more value from it.
What you're currently doing, something has to change.
And she's using railway font here with the little cross W is one of the signatures of railway bold. It's one of my brand fonts for my co-working space, so I always recognize it when other people use it. Oh, we have two options, and that's it, guys. We can either follow what she says or we can stay behind.
Listen, you've been on these trainings before. You've seen these opportunities. You know it's possible. But if you go back to trying to figure,
I don't know that it's possible. I know it's possible for the 6 people you show me. I don't know that it's possible for how many thousands of people have gone through your program, and you've shown me 6 examples. Like, why not show me stats of, okay, this many people have gone through our program and 85% make $10,000 in the first 3 months. Like, why don't you have those kind of numbers? Doesn't Ray make you track everything?
To go about doing this by yourself, of course, you probably could figure this out, but it's going to be hard.
It's going to be hard, expensive, lonely, frustrating. I'm going to show you this weird picture of a road, but don't worry, I have something to sell you.
Or 2. So maybe you've proved to yourself so far that it's pretty darn hard at this point. Or option 2, like I said, is to work with me and my team, which would be much easier, faster.
Work with me and my team. Okay, so maybe she does have a do it for you sales funnel. I just don't get it. Like you literally make the Facebook group and then you get people to that group and want to join that group, maybe through an ad. Oh my God, these graphics.
One of those things that doesn't come along every day. And I'm actually going to offer you a business strategy call completely free with one of my coaches.
Which is going to upsell you. They get you on the phone and then they upsell you.
Your goals are, we're going to diagnose the trouble areas, the challenges that you've been dealing with.
If they're not telling you the price and trying to get you on a call, it's going to be expensive.
And line up a game plan for the next 90 days.
Yeah. So in a 15 to 30-minute phone call, she thinks she can accomplish all that. She's going to listen to you, come up with ideas that are unique to you, and give you a 90-day plan. I don't think so. Oh, cool. The example she's showing on the screen right now is Jordan, who has a big hat. I'm guessing Jordan is on Instagram and maybe in Monat or Monet. Oh my God. Oh God. Okay, don't do this. You don't need this. If you want to start a Facebook group to sell people something, you can just start a Facebook group to sell people something. And you post consistently to it. And if you run ads to it to get it in front of new people, so you want to run the ad to people who are already in the group friends, right? So if I see an ad for a group go by and I see that 3 of my friends are in it, I'm much more interested in joining that group because I'm like, oh, okay, these people think it's valuable. So there you go. You don't need to buy her a thing. Just be willing to spend a few $100 on Facebook ads and be willing to post to the group a couple of times a day and make sure that it's a good value. Oh my God, look, she has
coached by us. And just know, we only open a few spaces to work with our private clients every month. And
they only open a few spaces to work with private clients every month, but she has a whole box CD set like it's 1995 and we want all of Eric Clapton CDs in one box set.
Want to work with. And so if you are offered a position in the program, I am so excited for you because it will.
We're going to be offered a position in the program. So she's doing the exclusivity thing, right? And all right, more hats and people who succeed while wearing hats. Oh my God. It's been my best month ever. I actually doubled my income, but did the income stay doubled? Did the income stay doubled after the first month? We need to ask ourselves these kind of questions.
First came in.
Okay. God, more claims. So all we learned is that Ray Higdon trained her and she spent a lot of money on it, and that to build up our network marketing company, we need to have a private group and we need to grow that group, get new people into it. She's not telling us how to get new people into it, but not to bug our family and friends. And in that group, we're going to tag them in a post, and then we're going to follow up with them until they theoretically join our team. And if we want to get to success faster, we can probably figure this out, but we also could just pay her a lot of money to do that. And there's no way we can fast forward this. We're just seeing, let's look at the comments. I'll take the shortcut. That sounds so great. I never thought of it that way. Wow, I love that. So Behind Her Brand magazine, I wonder if that's a network marketing magazine. It all starts with a strategy call, guys. And we can also be successful. Oh, a book a call button just appeared on the screen.
And click and book your call. This call is for you if you have a team, but you feel overworked and like you have yet to achieve the freedom that you know is possible inside your company. If you desperately want to hit that top level and you've already been trying your very best for the last year or two, if you feel like you're hitting your head against the wall and nothing is working.
Okay, if you're hitting your head against the wall and you've been working really hard for 2 years and nothing's working, doesn't that make you question the system that you're in? That's what it would make me do. I'm not saying that I know everything, but I'm also saying that if you've been trying hard at something and it just isn't working, I would assume that maybe the problem isn't me because I've been trying different things and the thing that hasn't been changing is the network marketing company that I'm in. So I'm guessing that's it. That would be a dream. FT, cool game plan. Wow, massive success, amazing. I'm guessing FT stands for full time. Taking the call is literally the most important thing you can do right now. We only have a few spots over the next couple of days.
ASAP, because we have way more people here than we have slots available. So make sure you get in, you get yours taken care of. So go ahead and book it now. And what you want to do is on the following page.
So we started at 199, it got up to 200, and now we're back to 199. So I think more people would have left by now if these were real people, because that's just how normal people behave in these kind of situations.
The following page. And this is super important because we're going to come to play. Okay. We are going to know.
Oh my God. I want to click the book your call button and I want to see how many times are available. And she's probably going to artificially restrict how many times are available or make it look that way. But then when we click through, there's going to be a lot of availability, I'm guessing.
You fair warning up front, get your call book now. The spots are going. I don't even know how many we have left, but grab.
The spots are going. So cool, amazing. That would be the dream. So the dark road is to continue alone. The bright road is to learn more. My God.
Go back to what you've been doing. Yeah. Whatever that is. However that's been working.
Go back to what you, God, this is so dismissive.
That, then you can learn more. Okay. And that's what booking that business strategy call is about. An opportunity to have clarity, to have vision, to have an exact path of what you need moving forward. So book your call now, fill out the form, and let's have a chat with my team. I know you will love it, and I know you will get some pretty insane value out of it. So that is it. We are going to close down the page here in the next couple of minutes. You'll see a timer that's just popped up on the screen. When that hits 0, this page will disappear. And so we are quite literally counting down the seconds to when this opportunity will no longer be available. So you want to go ahead and do that now, grab your spot. The odds are you will not see this page again in the future. This is a one-time thing. You need to take advantage of it, jump on the opportunity, and we look forward to chatting with you in your business strategy session.
I don't know what excites me about this system is that every great company, every great leader knows that we're really only required to do 2 things for a team, and that's give us the environment to win and the tools to win.
All right, so I just want to share with you the schedule call screen. So it popped up, it asked me my time zone. It said that there's no way that I can reschedule. So I have to make sure I am 100% available at the time I choose. I'm recording this on Sunday, May 28th. So on the 30th, there's 2 times. On the 31st, there's 3 times. On the 1st, there's 5 times, 3 times. Okay, and then so see how she blocked this off, like artificially making it so it's not available. It's funny. And I'm sure that timer is going to continue, but anyway. We got even less information than I was expecting on this. It was a bunch of income claims disguised as case studies, and I don't know why she couldn't have given us a little bit more information unless she has not very much information to really give us. So she has to hold it all back. So anyway, do I think you can learn anything from Summer Jeronimo? I think you could learn all this stuff consuming free content. I don't think you're going to learn anything special from her. I'll be honest with you. Based on this webinar where she had basically almost 45 minutes of my time to show me something, all she showed me was I should make a Facebook group and I should get people in that Facebook group. And it would be hard to do that without her help. Again, I could have learned this much less painfully than I just did. And she used the guru tactics of having the artificial urgency of the countdown timer. We only had 10 minutes to book the call, having fake people be in the chat acting like they were excited. And I typed in 2 messages and no one responded to those. So clearly none of those were real people, even in the chat. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you have a guru that you want me to react to at some point, feel free to leave it as a comment on this video, or if you're more private, you can leave it on the contact form of the website. And if you want to lightly keep in touch, besides subscribing to the YouTube channel, we also do a monthly email newsletter. If you go to the page that's on the screen, it'll show you some examples of our past monthly newsletters so that you can see what you're getting into. And again, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And don't fall for these gurus because they're just going to keep coming. But the good news is you've got a friend, which is me, in the marketing business. Take care.